Hello everyone. My name is Uttam Chaudhary and you have started watching my channel Excel to Excellence. Now in the series of Excel Quick Bites, today we are going to cover filters, how we can effectively use filters, and we will also see how we can use advanced filters. In my professional career, I have normally seen that people do not use filters effectively. They do not even use like 10% of the capability of what filters can really do. And I'm sure today this video is gonna amaze you that, and I'm sure you're gonna feel that, oh my God, there was so much more into filters which we were not really using. So let's continue. But before that, please subscribe my channel. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon and get yourself ready for new updates. Thank you. Now, before we continue with filters, let's understand this sheet and this data a little bit. So in this data, you are able to see that we have the sales data which contains order date, the different regions. I'll let you know why I have colored these regions in a while. And then we have the sales rep, the items that has been sold, the units that has been sold, and the cost per unit, and the total sales that has been done. Now, let's start with how to enable filters. There are multiple ways of actually enabling filter. First and the most easy way, which people who are new to Excel can go to data and click on this icon filter. Now, as soon as you are part of, you have kept your mouse or your pointer in the table, it will automatically enable the filter. You can go back and disable this filter by clicking on this. Now, I don't know if you have noticed, while trying to enable the filter, there is something that you might have noticed, that you can also enable this with the keyboard by using Control plus Shift plus L. So let's try do that. Yeah, let's click on Control, Shift and L, and this enables the filter for the table. That's the second way of doing it. Okay, now I can also click on Control Shift L to disable the filter. This is gone. Now, the third way to do is you can pretty much go on this particular icon called sort and filter. In this, you can click on filter. This enables the filter again. It's the same shortcut that you have seen in the data. This you will find in home as well, right? Okay. So now as my filter is enabled, I will look into what all different things we can do with filters. Okay. So bear in mind that filter actually operates based on the type of data you have. If you have the date, it operates in a different way. If you have text, it operates in a different way. And if you have just the numbers, it would also operate in a different way. So let's go with date first. Now, if you go with date, you will see that it is it has actually grouped your dates by year and then by month, and if you further expand the months, it would give you the different dates in those particular months in which your data is present already. Yeah, so this helps you select maybe by a year or by a month in one go. You don't have to go and click on all the dates really. It you can click and select in a range. That's the beauty about the filter. Now now if you go from the top, you see that it is allowing you, and bear in mind you are seeing sort oldest to newest. In other cases you will see different text written here, but in this case, since the date can be comprehended by making it like oldest or newest, or how do you want to sort it, so it does give you that option of oldest to newest or newest to oldest. And it also gives you an option of custom sorting. So say for example, it tells you, these are all parameters that you would normally see when you are talking from the point of view of a particular date. So you can say, okay, what is available tomorrow? What are the row items that is available for today, yesterday, next week, this week? These all are the ones which you would see that always that is mostly qualify that will mostly qualify a particular date. So this is the beauty of the filter, that it customs itself based on the type of data that you are looking. Now let's go to region. Now in this case, the reason why I have actually made it colored this particular column to show you how we can use different things in color, how we can do the filtering in color. So in this case, since it's a normal text, it is actually telling you to sort by A to Z or Z to A. Now here, since we have color in this particular column, it is also telling you what all different colors you can choose. Say for example, you might want to sort by this particular color, and you see all east, which is colored in green, has been sorted. It has been sorted on the top. Now if I do an undo to this, if you go back on this particular column, you would see that this is something like you can sort. You can also filter. You can also filter based on the color. And the best part is, again, these are the same thing that you can do, like equals to, you can put the parameter as in equals to central, or maybe equals to, say, let's say I do um, equals to central, and it would automatically fetch the data which is belonging to central. We can always go here. So let me go back again. Equals to, say, west. It brings up west immediately. You can go back and click clear, and it would clear, and it would bring the whole all the data in front of you. Right now, these are the ones you can do uh, for the normal text. Now let's come to the numerics here. So in terms of numerics, you will see that the text has changed here, which is now called smallest to largest. In case of date, you would see this oldest to newest, which is more in perspective to dates. But when you talk in numerals, you say sort by smallest to largest or largest to smallest. And since you do not have any color, it just gives you custom sorting here. And then here, these are some filter parameters which you would now see greater than 10 or greater than 100, or maybe you can say greater than or equal to some number. So which means that you have an option of more or less talking in terms of numbers. So these are some of the options that you get. Now there's something that I want to talk that people do not know, and this is one of the hidden what to say, the feature of filter. Say for example, if I go and select, say, I unselect everything and I go and select 2.99. I do have 2.99 as one line item. Now I want to select some more line item, but this would normally, the feature which I am showing is normally good when you have a massive data, like more or less like maybe 2000, 3000, or 10,000 line items. That is where this is more useful. Now say for example, you already have 2.99 selected. You also additionally on top of it, you want to select some more check boxes. But then since in the case of massive data, you may see that the scroll down is like too big, and you are not able to trace it visually. So you might want to search something like 12. If I say select 12, you see two line items here. But you would also want to select the previous selection along with this. So what you can do is you can say, hey, I want to select 12, but I want to also keep the previous filtered number, and I want to see both of them together. So I would say add select current selection to filter, which means you will see that it also keeps the previous number and adds the current number in the selection. So now you have two line items already selected. But had it been more line items in this category or in this selection, it would also produce that. So let me do this one more time. Let me pick up something which I should be able to see. 4.99 is something that I am seeing quite common. So let me pick up 4.99. I see so many line items as 4.99. Now, if I type in, say 1, I would see, oh, so many of them really. And I would want to keep 4.99 as well in this selection. I can go ahead and unselect everything. I can do it like this. I can go ahead and unselect everything. And I would want to add, I would select 1.99. Now, if I go and just select 1.99 without selecting add current selection to filter, you would see it only produces 1.99. But let me undo this and go ahead and select, say if I select 1 here and say uncheck everything and say okay 1.99, and I want to also have the selection 4.99 in active as well, then I can say 1.99 and then add current selection to filter. Now in this case you will see that it has selected both 1.99 as well as 4.99. And this you will find it very useful when you are handling a data set of say 1000, 2000, 10,000, or maybe 100,000 line items, because then your scroll will be big and you would want to select and you would want to search certain number and would want to select and keep the previous selection. If you have the need of keeping the previous selection as well, then it makes life much difficult. If had this option not been there, this option makes it very easy to select multiple multiple categories or the multiple type of data in multi selection. Okay, now this is what you can do with the normal filter. Now there's something called, if you go in data, there's something called advanced filter. Advanced filter works like a champ. Let me show you how really it works. Now, say for example, if you have a purpose, let me fetch some data for the for your benefit, and I say, okay, get me now advanced filter would actually, if you this is my criteria where I would want to do the advanced filter. So what I can do is I'll go to data, I'll click on advanced. Now if you look here, there are multiple options here. Now in this case, there are three options here, which is like what is the range from where I would want to do the advanced filter. Now as soon as you see here, it is, you see this dancing selection, which means it has already understood this as a whole table and it has made that selection. Now in the range criteria range, what I would want to tell is, okay, this is my criteria. I would only want to do the advanced filter based on region which is central. Only I want to make it central. Now since in the current selection it doesn't allow you to copy to another, this option will be like grayed out if you find this if you are doing it in place update. But if you want to copy to another location, say for example, I'll go here and select this particular guy here, this particular cell. Now if as soon as I do here, you will see that it has listed all the line items which belongs to central. everything just comes like champ here. Yeah, but you can do some more things in this case. Let me go and delete this and show you how you can do. So I can go ahead and add more filters in here. Now I would want to say, okay, um, well, I would want to uh, do a multiple selection where I say, okay, let me give you item, and I would only want to filter pen. Now, which means that region should be central and item should be pen. So these are two parameters that needs to get satisfied in case of my new advanced filter. So I would go here, and as you see, it automatically selects, but you need to always ensure that it is selecting the right, you know, now it is selecting the right filter here, right range here, sorry, and then the criteria. Now here, if you go, you would want to delete this and do it one more time, and the criteria would be these two criterias. Now I would go to another location, say I keep it next to this place. Let me go and select this, and I say okay, copy to another location. Now you would see, oh, there's something there's something that I should have kept in mind, that the word pencil also has a word pen in it. That's the reason it has taken both pen and pencil together. Okay, so this is something that even I didn't knew that this is what it would do, but this is something I have learned as well. So good thing to know that it actually takes the word pen, and it also looks into the whole whole data, and in fact it would list the pen and the pencil together. Yeah, let me do one more thing. Let me go ahead and delete this one and do some more things. Let's say in this case now I would want to keep something like binder. Now you can do more things here, like you can do an order date. Now with order date, now you know that your order date, one day, there's only one date per order that you are able to see here. Now I want to say that anything which is, say for example, is greater than this date, I can do a sign like this and put the whole date here. As soon as I do this, you see something new will happen. What is that? I go to advanced, I again select the whole range, I select the criteria, and then I will copy to this particular cell. As soon as I do that, you will see that anything which is above, you know, 8th of November 2018, you see all the data is, after, and the greater than date of 8th November 2018. Okay, let me show you one more thing. You can do multiple things with the filter like this, advanced filter. Now, I would want to know that fetch me the region as central, item as binder, order which is greater than 8th of November, and my sales, all the items, say the items whose sales are, say, above 250. So I would say, okay, let's go above 250. 250? Yeah, there we go. I say, okay. If you go here, I do the advanced filter again, and I select the range, which is already selected. Then the criteria, in this case, I'll expand the criteria and I'll say, okay, this is my place where I should be doing it. And now if you look here, it is actually, what it is actually doing is, it is giving you the region as central, the item as binder only, then your dates which are above 8th of November 2018, and all the line items whose sale is above $250. So you can keep adding, you can keep, you can do like, greater than equals to sign. You can only do equals to sign. So all of that you can really do, and it would fetch you the data based on how many more filters you have done. Now, one thing which might be interesting to you is that not only this, I can actually add more criteria. I can say, okay, I would want to add West as well, and I would want to say do desk as my item, and I would want to show anything above, anything after this particular date, and the sales should be above, say, $200. Now, you can do that as well. You can do multiple filter options. Say, for example, now if I go here, go to data, go to advanced, and select the range, which is already selected. Now, if I go and select this, I have to expand my criteria, go here and select my output range and say do this. So now if you see, you have central, you have central was already there, but now you have west as well with the item as desk and above $200. So which means you can keep adding whatever different criterias you want to filter on, and export the data, or take the data set to different sheet as well, or in the different range. Now in this case I've just shown it into this particular same sheet. You can actually go ahead and create more sheets and move the data in there. Yeah, so I hope this video was useful. Let me know how you felt about it. Please send your comments. Please like my video. Do subscribe my channel, and do not forget to press the notification button, the bell icon, so that as soon as I upload any new video, you get the notification as well.